one. You stupid motherfucker.
Variety is the big fight between Pink Floyd and their former bassist, songwriter, and vocalist Roger Waters. Both feuding parties are back on their feet with big tours and album releases, but there's still plenty of bad blood between the former friends and bandmates. We interviewed all the involved musicians, or should we say litigants, and we have this report. It's been 4 years since Pink Floyd released what many thought would be their farewell album, The Final Cut. But now a new, leaner version of Pink Floyd is back with a new album, video, and tour. With the departure of longtime songwriter Roger Waters, remaining band members Nick Mason, Richard Wright, and lead singer-guitarist David Gilmour are learning to fly on their own.
We are Pink Floyd, you know. Roger's left. It's a very simple matter. In my mind, it's a simple matter. It's a rock and roll group. Someone's left. The others get to carry on.
Waters is left to pursue solo projects such as this summer's Radio Chaos album, and he's not happy that the group is continuing to call itself Pink Floyd.
No, Roger's basically brought 2 legal actions against us, which I don't know how long they'll take to get to court, but we will see. I don't envisage them causing us too many problems. I don't think that he or anyone else has the right to tell us whether or not we can carry on and use it ourselves. I have spent 18.5 years earning it, after all.
But while David Gilmour's Floyd has hit the road, Roger Waters hasn't been spending all his time with the lawyers. He's touring his Radio Chaos show and is including many classic Pink Floyd songs.
Not doing any Pink Floyd songs.
Your songs?
I'm doing a lot of my old songs. I don't think I'm doing anything written by the Pink Floyd. If I didn't like them, I wouldn't do them, you know. I like them. I'm doing them because I like them. They're good songs.
This is the way we like to.
Genau das ist der Stil von Pink Floyd. Wir haben diesen Stil eine Kombination aus Musik und Bildern kreiert, das unterscheidet uns von anderen Künstlern. Die Erfahrung und die Erfolge geben uns die Freiheit, diese aufwendigen Shows auf die Bühne zu bringen. Das ist Pink Floyd.
When we do it, but this is the way that Pink Floyd works. I think there's a sort of misconception that's built up slightly.
Es hat sich die irrige Meinung gebildet, dass unsere Musik und Show von Computern bestimmt wird. Jemand eine Diskette einlegt und das Pink Floyd auf der Bühne erscheint und kein Raum für musikalische Akzente bleibt. Das ist glatter Unsinn. Das Gegenteil ist der Fall.
But it really isn't like that. It's a sort of lawyer's benefit, really. I don't think there's any advantages for Roger or us at the end of the day. I think we're both in such entrenched positions about what we felt we should or could do that it was, you know, at the end of the day, it's a matter of agreeing to differ. Genesis isn't Genesis without Peter Gabriel, is it? I mean, Pink Floyd. I mean, there are still people who feel that Pink Floyd stopped being Pink Floyd when Sid Barrett left. I mean, it's fine if that's an opinion. As far as we're concerned, we obviously can still attract enough people who feel that we are Pink Floyd.
And judging from the sort of response that we've been getting, I don't think many people are disappointed. And, I mean, it's really a matter of going and seeing what you think. You know, I mean, if anyone thinks that it's missing a vibe, I mean, obviously, you know, there's no question about it. It's slightly different. It's inevitable. Except for one, we're doing all numbers that I sang the lead on anyway, and so bass players are 10 a penny, really, aren't they?
Whether the music was tainted by argument, the answer is not if it's the right sort of argument, because in fact that tends to improve the quality of something. And the last thing you need are a lot of people going, yes, definitely, you're wonderful. But by the time, the final cut, for instance, was much more about the way power was allocated within the band and who was allowed to argue or make decisions or whatever. There was the final cut was actually full of very specific power plays being made by Roger substantially in order to try and further his idea of total domination of the world. I mean, didn't set out with any sort of template or plan to try and make it sound like any Pink Floyd period or anything. It's just as the albums have got more and more dominated by Roger, in particularly the Final Cut's case, and he's not there, obviously that a major part of the more recent albums is going to disappear, and it's going to sound inevitably a bit more like the time when all of us were a little more involved in doing it together.
When we finish this tour, we'll have a long holiday and think about it. I have no idea. We've got...
The late 60s, I think the music became... those sort of tie-ups became less and less apparent. And, I mean, I think it would bother me if I felt we were seriously promoting an experience in which drugs were part of it. Because there are three main people involved in the making of it who disagreed on how it should be done at almost every stage and fought like cats and dogs and made it a misery. It's very difficult. I think actually, the one advantage that an established band has is a lot of people will buy the record anyway, and then word of mouth will say whether the record is good or not. I think it's much more discouraging for a new band who gets slated, and then that can be the real killer. Really, they exist as a sort of, it seems to me, as a sort of breeding ground for new bands. They're very geared to the idea of supporting new music and really being pretty disparaging about the old. So we just know we're going to get killed whenever our album hits. Yes. Seems a little thin on the ground to me, personally, but I'm sure there are. You two are probably the strongest candidates for future Dinosaurdom. I think they may have achieved it already, actually.